Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Tyson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The bootleg wants to toss it. Fires complete on the crosser. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now on first down from the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Rush is on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Nebraska! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Now, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Works the middle of the field. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
Finds his man. It's Williamson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a tight end. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Motion from the back. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The handoff to Johnson. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Got his man in the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Look out, he's got room. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might as well give it to him again. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Got his man down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Finds a little space. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate. They put on the heat and they blocked it. That's a live ball and the defense has it. Got a lot of room to the right. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to pass. It's Knight. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Nelson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Going up top again. Snagged in the middle, it's Key. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Williamson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got it in the middle. It's Williamson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield. It's Knight. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They go to the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. To the air, it's Raiola. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got an open man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right.
Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big...
He gets it in! Touchdown, Huskers!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. It's caught. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williamson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, that's another completion, and this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football, and this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Bringing the heat. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Punts it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Trying to set up the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Got room at the 35. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got 4th down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play call.
Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You know, I don't really mind the mindset of taking a shot on 3rd and short like that, but boy, you've got to get rid of it and not make it worse.
Yeah, you got to play with a clock in your head at the QB level, anticipating that sort of pressure, knowing that you're going to have to get rid of it soon. That's a play that's going to have to be a bang-bang type play, and that time, QB just holding on to it too long.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. That's caught. It's Williamson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Toss to the outside. Creates a little room. There he goes. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
To the air, it's Knight. Here's a heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now he's looking to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Raiola. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback running on the draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's key. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Nice move there. doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Raiola. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Get it out on the screen. Quick spin on the run. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Knight. Breaks the tackle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Hunt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Just a short pass to the tight end.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And picking up the first down would be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A good break there as the penalty gives them the third down conversion. They'll give it to Johnson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.